Hi guys, it's Melanie, and today I'm going to do a review for you of the Cover FX custom cover drops. So here is the packaging for the custom cover drops, and here is the container that the drops themselves come in. These custom cover drops have been out for quite some time, and I've seen a lot of hype around them, and I've always kind of wondered if they were worth the hype. I am someone who does not use a liquid foundation, so these didn't immediately appeal to me. However, I do use primers that are in a liquid form. My two most frequently used primers are the Sarah McNamara Miracle Skin Transformer in the color Light and the Paula's Choice Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense Moisturizer and SPF. And both of these products are tinted, and the tint that they come in is kind of a universal like beigey color. I have a lot of yellow in my skin, and so I definitely don't have a perfect match. I use powder foundation over top of both of these products, and even my powder foundation isn't quite opaque enough to take away that more beigey tint that my face has. It doesn't always blend perfectly down onto my neck. So the reason that I really wanted to try these custom cover drops is because I was very curious to see if they would change the tint of both of those products enough to where it looked like they were a better match for my particular skin tone, which again is pretty yellow based and pretty gosh darn fair. So the color that the Sephora Associate matched me to was the color G20. These do come in a neutral finish as well, and then also a like pink undertone. So there's quite a range, and there is definitely something for everybody. When they match you for these custom cover drops, they actually match you with the one of the Cover FX foundations. So they will put the foundation on you, and then that will tell them what color you are in the custom cover drops. So G20 was my perfect match, and G has stands for golden, so it has a lot more yellow in it. The packaging is kind of interesting. It's a little bit messy. I can tell that over time this is going to get pretty gunked up here, but it is a dropper format, so you drop the foundation drops out. These are essentially pure pigments, so I wouldn't even really like call this like foundation, but it's easiest to refer to as a foundation product. But anyway, the dropper is a little bit messy, so you have to be careful. But you can see that you can easily control the number of drops, and they tell you, you know, the more drops that you use, you're going to get a higher coverage on your skin. These contain the pure pigments, like I said, and so they help to not only change the color to sort of customize your foundation, but they also help to change the overall coverage. So what I've been using is 3 drops with either of these two primers, and that has been not only providing me with some extra coverage. A lot of you have said that my skin looks, just in the last few videos or pictures that I've posted on Instagram, that my skin looks just really like smooth and perfected, and it's because I've been using these custom cover drops. They really have made a huge difference for me. At first, I was not sure if Cover FX was cruelty-free. It turns out that they are, so I actually ended up purchasing these towards the tail end of the Sephora VIB sale, and I'm really glad that I did. They are $44 for 0.5 fluid ounces, which sounds like a crazy amount. However, it's going to take you a long time to get through this half an ounce because you're using it by the drop. So someone may only want to use 1 or 2 drops. I use 3, and really truly, you're not using this like in place of foundation. You're using it in conjunction with your primers or your foundations or your moisturizer or your facial oils. I know a lot of people use these custom cover drops just with their facial oils if they're able to wear those throughout the day. Some people just put it with their moisturizer to create basically a moisturizing foundation for themselves. I really like using it with my primers. I find that it adjusts the color enough to where these are a much better match for me. And what I do is I just pour a little bit of my primer into the palm of my hand and then put in the 3 drops, mix it up, dot it on my face, and then blend it in with my fingers. And it works perfectly every single time. I have really extremely oily skin. I was definitely afraid that these were going to cause me to produce extra oil or to just not wear well with my oily skin, but they work beautifully. I really don't have any problem with looking any more oily towards the middle of the day than I normally do. I just blot a little bit and they're good to go. So my makeup looks pretty gosh darn good. I'm really lucky in that I don't have a lot of discoloration on my skin. So I'm not using this so much to cover things up as I am to adjust the color of my primers, which, like I said, on their own are actually pretty strong. And my powder foundation, which by the way is the Everyday Minerals Semi-Matte Base, this just isn't strong enough to counteract that entirely. Most days I can get away with it and it looks fine, but I have found that adding these custom cover drops has really made a big difference in helping to adjust that towards my actual skin color so that it blends a little bit better with my neck. So big thumbs up for me. I think these are absolutely worth the hype, you guys. If you have not tried them out, go get a sample and have them match you to the best color, whether you're a pink undertone, a neutral undertone, or a yellow undertone. They can help you at Sephora by color matching you. And again, for me, G20 was absolutely perfect. And like I said, you only use between 1 and 5 drops. 5 drops is going to give you maximum coverage. Even with the 3 drops, I find that's pretty gosh darn medium to full coverage for me. So if you are someone who really struggles with covering up acne scars or sunspots on your face, you really might want to give these drops a try. So packaging is the only kind of downside for me, but overall, I am a huge fan of this. I'm not sure how else they would package this because you really have to be careful with how much you use. So the dropper is probably the best way to go, but it's going to get messy over time. I can already tell that. So anyway, for me, 2 thumbs up. I really am fond of this product. And yeah, I'm a huge fan. Always make sure that you shake it up. By the way, that's something that is very important with this product because it can separate a little bit. But you should definitely check these out. Go get a sample at Sephora and get color matched because they're really neat. So let me know if you have used the Cover FX custom cover drops down below and what your thoughts are, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.